Wei Dinghai did not forget to remind Bian Junwu and others. These zombies must be killed, otherwise they will take back the information about us. They will be more difficult to deal with next time. Oh, so that's the case? Bian Junwu said lightly. He suddenly walked down the steps, reaching out to take off his sunglasses as he walked. When he took off his sunglasses, everyone suddenly discovered that his eyes were not normal black, nor were they the sky blue of foreigners. It was a strange yellowish white, but there was a strange and sickly light in the yellowish white. It was not the dullness of cataracts, but after taking a look at it, people felt a strong shock in their hearts. Bian Junwu walked to the front of the crowd. Everyone immediately understood that the captain of the Jiangnan District Investigation Team was going to take action himself. Zhang Yi's eyes flickered, and he also wanted to see how strong the captain was. The group of corpses in front of them roared and rushed over, less than 500 meters away from everyone. Everyone could clearly see their blood-red pupils and the frozen, rotten flesh on their bodies. Bian Junwu looked ahead and suddenly whispered, "Destruction!" The next moment, everyone saw that the space in front of them was shrouded in a blazing white light. The light was so dazzling that all the scenery in the surrounding space disappeared, leaving only Bian Junwu's tall and straight back. Zhang Yi couldn't help but stretch out his hand to cover the light, and he subconsciously looked around. At this time, he could only see a few people around him and his own shadow. All the scenes around him disappeared just like that. The thousands of zombies in front of everyone disappeared like dust in an instant. After a long time, the light in front of Zhang Yi's eyes slowly dissipated, and he saw the surrounding scene again. Not only him, but also Xiao Honglian, Wei Dinghai, and others beside him were also confused, looking around helplessly. Just now, everyone was the same, almost deprived of the ability to see. At this moment, Wei Dinghai suddenly raised his right hand in shock and pointed forward. "You! Look!" Everyone looked in the direction of his finger, only to see where there was any shadow of the zombie group in front. Only a piece of broken dust was left, which disappeared in the wind. Zhang Yi's pupils shrank suddenly, and he couldn't believe what he saw. Those thousands of zombies just now, were they all destroyed? Just one strike destroyed thousands of zombies. This kind of strength can be described as unbelievable. Zhang Yi has seen many powerful people. For example, Ling Feng, Xiao Honglian, and Wei Dinghai. Although they are powerful, their abilities are still within the scope of human comprehension. But what about Bian Junwu? His abilities can no longer be described by logic. Just a glance, thousands of zombies were wiped out. This? What a terrible ability. Once upon a time, Zhang Yi thought that he had swallowed the abilities of many mutants. He dared not say that he had already stood at the top of the mutant circle, but at least he was one of the top ones. But today, Bian Junwu taught him a good lesson. If he fought with Bian Junwu, could the Dimension Gate withstand such a terrifying force? The scene was silent. No one spoke, and everyone did not even dare to breathe too hard. For a long time, everyone could not recover from the shock just now. Wu Di said to Kong Sheng, "The captain told us to restrain ourselves, but he did it himself." Kong Sheng said, "Maybe the captain thinks you are right. Only by showing enough strength can people listen to your command willingly." They are right. If before, Wei Dinghai, Xiao Honglian, Xing Tian, and others were willing to listen to Bian Junwu's command because they were afraid of the Jiangnan region. Now, after seeing Bian Junwu's strength, they no longer dared to have any thoughts of disobedience. Bian Junwu slowly put on the large frog-shaped glasses. But not long after, he suddenly covered his mouth and coughed violently. Deputy Captain Bailey Chang Qing came over and said worriedly, "Captain, you can let us deal with these bastards. There is no need to do it yourself." Bian Junwu stood up straight and said coldly, "Everyone is very busy and has no time to waste here." Zhang Yi noticed that he clenched his right fist and put it into the pocket of his black coat. It seems that he has some physical problems. Zhang Yi made a judgment immediately. However, with the strength of the Jiangnan district, it is impossible to cure ordinary injuries. Therefore, the injuries on Bian Junwu's body cannot be cured. Is it a terminal illness? Or is this injury related to his supernatural power? Zhang Yi has many guesses in his mind. Bian Junwu turned his head and said to the astonished people, "Okay, everyone, you can go back. Remember, keep in touch at any time. When I contact you, you must cooperate with our actions as soon as possible." Wei Dinghai and others hurriedly nodded in agreement. This time everyone's eyes were full of admiration, and even their words became much gentler. Everyone said goodbye to Bian Junwu and left the central building. Zhang Yi could feel that everyone still had not recovered from the shock of Bian Junwu. His supernatural power is not at the same level as everyone in Tianhai City. Zhang Yi walked up to Bian Junwu with a smile and asked with concern, "Mr. Bian, are you feeling unwell? I have a doctor at home who can help you." Bian Junwu smiled faintly and said, "It's okay. It's an old problem. Just take a rest." Zhang Yi's heart clicked. No need to see a doctor? It looks like what he thought. It should be an incurable disease or an irreversible hidden injury caused by supernatural powers. He didn't continue the topic. "It's quite cold here. Everyone, come to my house and sit down." Bian Junwu smiled and nodded. "That's good. I just happen to have a lot to talk to you about." Only when talking to Zhang Yi, Bian Junwu had a smile on his face. This scene not only surprised Fatty Shu, Liang Yue, and Uncle Yu. Even the other people in the investigation team felt something was wrong. But everyone got in the car. Zhang Yi and the others led the way in front and drove towards the shelter, in the car of the investigation team. After getting in the car, Wu Di couldn't wait to ask Bian Junwu, "Captain, why are you so nice to Zhang Yi? Is he your long-lost illegitimate son?" A burst of laughter broke out in the car. Bian Junwu's mouth also raised a little, but it was not easy to detect. He was used to Wu Di's funny way of speaking, so he didn't care too much. He said to Wu Di and others that Zhang Yi is not simple. I can feel that his strength is very strong, not comparable to the leaders of other forces. This may be a good seedling. Hearing Bian Junwu's high evaluation of Zhang Yi, the other members of the investigation team were also a little surprised. The seedlings that Bian Junwu mentioned mean people with the potential to join them. Xiao Honglian, Wei Dinghai, Xing Tian, and Zheng Yiqian are the objects of observation. However, the recruitment of people in the Jiangnan region is extremely strict. Whether it is ability, loyalty, or brains, it is very important. Only meeting the point of strong superpowers does not meet their recruitment standards. Of course, this does not mean that all members of the investigation team are better than Xiao Honglian and others. It's just that they are members of the Jiangnan region, and they know their roots and their loyalty is guaranteed. Recruiting members from the outer regions naturally requires much stricter conditions. Is he that powerful? But I haven't seen him take action. How do you judge this? Ye Jikang, an explosives expert, asked curiously, leaning his head over. First, it's my intuition. Second, it's a judgment based on experience. Although their team is small, they can become one of the top 5 forces in Tianhai City, which means they are more powerful at the level of extraordinary people. As the boss of the team, Zhang Yi must have the strongest overall strength. Moreover, only they have solved the zombie problem around the base. This is a good judgment condition. Bian Junwu had a playful smile on his face. Discovering Zhang Yi made him feel that this trip was a little more fun. After all, elites like him have limited room for improvement after reaching a certain level. Discovering new people has become one of his pleasures. Bailey Changqing laughed and said, "So that's it." He lowered his head. His sturdy body was like a bear, and his eyes were deep. "Captain, you really think long-term." The atmosphere in the car suddenly became a little quiet, and everyone seemed to think of something bad. A few seconds later, Wu Di broke the atmosphere with a smile. Interesting, interesting. What you said makes me want to fight him. Bian Junwoo raised his eyebrows. Wu Di, don't be too careless. As far as I know, his ability is to restrain you. Oh? Wu Di showed a dissatisfied expression on his face. Restrain me? That's even more interesting. Captain, what is his ability? Bian Junwoo said, It is a space ability that is extremely rare even in the trait system. Inside the car, there was a burst of exclamations. Space ability! Bailey Changqing widened his eyes and murmured, Even in the Jiangnan region, there are very few people who have space abilities. This ability has a very high strategic value. Space ability may not be the strongest in combat power, but it must be the most desired by every team. Apart from anything else, even if it is only the ability to store things, it can bring great convenience to the team's actions. No wonder the captain wants him to join our team. Bailey Changqing laughed. Bian Junwoo said, I just have this idea. I can try his quality. And whether he is willing to leave Tianhai City and go to the Jiangnan region depends on his own decision. Finding Zhang Yi is an unexpected gain. However, the main purpose of his trip is to solve the zombie crisis, at this time, in the car in front. Zhang Yi used the automatic driving to drive the car to the shelter. He was also discussing the pros and cons of the people from Jiangnan district with Liang Yue and others. These people are too powerful, and they are not at the same level as the forces we faced before. In the future, we should be more careful and polite to them. People from the big military region, and we need to maintain a certain degree of respect. Bian Junwoo's move of annihilation had completely stunned Zhang Yi. It also made Zhang Yi understand how powerful the Jiangnan region, the legendary ruler of the Jiangnan region, was. There must be more than one mutant of Bian Junwoo's level. Now he doesn't mind currying favor with people from big forces. As a human being, many times you need to learn the spirit of your younger brother and be able to bend and stretch. And Zhang Yi can also feel that Bian Junwoo has a little bit of good feelings for him. Although I don't know where this good feeling comes from, it is at least good news. A few hours later, Zhang Yi brought Bian Junwoo and others to his shelter. Bian Junwoo and others couldn't help but sigh when they saw the huge luxury villa. I thought his shelter was underground. I didn't expect it to be a big villa. Kong Sheng couldn't help but shook his head and sighed. This is too luxurious. Even in the Jiangnan region, there is no such luxurious shelter, right? Meng Siyu said to a few people. Don't forget, this place was once the residence of the richest man in China. It's no surprise that it has this level.